Thank you for coming back to Joshua Carter Performance, and my name is Joshua Carter. And first and foremost, I wanted to apologize for this T-shirt. I just left the gym and I have a sloppy T-shirt on. And another thing I wanted to apologize for is my company. The biggest thing that we focus on is being intentional, being truthful, being passionate, being forthright, living in your truth and being intentional about that, and at the same time utilizing maximum performance in everything that it is that you do. And I haven't been exuberating that outside of these videos and outside of my podcast. And I wanted to take a brief second to just come on and, outwardly apologize to you all who have been listening, the comments, the likes on the videos, the subscribing and listening to the podcast, commenting on social media posts. And it's just been a facade of information that I've given, and I haven't been reflecting the information outside of these platforms. And that's because I am letting my anxiety, these fears, this depression, I'm letting it win. A lot of things go on in my life that anybody would trade places with me to have these type of problems. I worry about money a lot. And when you're in business, when you're an entrepreneur, that's something that you accept, that you're going to have money problems, but you don't want them to be as big as they can, to the point where they contain, stop your progress, consume you is the word I'm looking for. But I have let it consume me to the point that it's affecting my relationship, affecting my health, and this is a health-based business, affecting not just my relationship with my girlfriend, but outside relationships. And it's getting bad to the point where I have spent at the time of me recording this video, like the last 4 or 5 hours trying to get to the point down to see what's going on, trying to understand why am I letting it win so much. And today, when I was having my workout, I had probably the best workout that I've had in, I'll be honest, probably 2 years. It was just intentional. It was impactful. It was powerful. It was truth. It was some pain. It was some losses, some wins. And I was listening to good music. I felt relaxed for the first time in a long time. And that just got me to thinking, like, this mood that I'm in, why haven't I expressed this for the last 7 or 8 months? And how can I sit down and block out real life to do a video and block out real life to do a podcast when everything surrounding me, according to me, is falling apart? And I have to get out of this victim role to anxiety, because for those of you who don't know, anxiety it is a mental health thing. It is something that a lot of people actually do suffer with. It's not one of these things how some people throw the term around loosely, like, oh, I'm feeling anxious about the first day of my new job, or I'm feeling anxious about the first day of school. This is something, that feeling that you all get who say that, imagine having that feeling every single moment of the day. Every time there's interaction where you have to do something, make a phone call, place a restaurant order, answer your front door, send a text message. Imagine that feeling consuming you 24 hours a day. That feeling that you get like on the first day of school, or the first day of a new job, or a first date. Imagine that feeling with something so simple as the examples I just gave. So it has me so consumed. I refuse to take medication for it. I refuse to go talk to a therapist about it. I try to handle it naturally. And by handling, I mean doing a video, doing a podcast, going to the gym. It's me facing it. And I can't do that any longer. I cannot sit here and act like it's such a thing that I'm just dusting under the rug, because it is something that I'm very much dealing with on a daily basis. And now it's starting to affect everything in my life. And I understand that it can be handled, it can be dealt with, but something so simple as telling someone, excuse me, or telling someone I don't want them in my presence, or telling someone an order at a restaurant, these things, they're starting to show up more and more. Whereas maybe like a month or two ago, I had brushed it under the rug. It was gone. And now it's back. And I don't know if it's back because things that have happened in my personal life over the last 4 or 5 months. I don't know if it's because people in my life are going through a lot. I don't know what it is, but it's really causing a lot of stress and pain, like physical pain, where I'll be honest, this morning, you know, well, from last night to this morning, I didn't sleep at all. I probably slept like maybe 15 minutes from 3 to 3:15, and that's not good. You can't perform a workout on no sleep. You can't drive a car on no sleep. A lot of things you can't do on no sleep. And I tried to like lay down like around 4:30 or 5 o'clock, and then I like got up because it wasn't happening, and I just felt achy. Like it felt like I had got like a ton of bricks had been thrown at me. And I wrote a blog post the other day about treating yourself, taking care of yourself. Not just people who suffer with anxiety and any other issue, but like, every morning you should wake up and have gratitude and be thankful and do something for yourself. Don't immediately pick up your phone. Don't take care of everybody else before you take care of yourself. They say when a plane crashes, you're supposed to cover your mask first. So that applies to real life. When you wake up, do something 15 minutes, 30 minutes that give yourself time to wake up. If that's having your coffee before anybody wakes up, whatever it is. So I wrote a whole big blog post about that, and I'm not even practicing that. I'm waking up every morning achy, stressed, worried about what's going to come my way, not worried about the blessings that are coming my way, but the downfalls. Every time my phone rings, every single time, I get anxious to the point where I'm starting to have a panic attack. And it could be somebody just telling me good morning. It could be somebody just checking on me. But every single time my phone rings, and that may be because a lot of the times when the phone does ring, it is bad news on the other side. Whether somebody in my life can't pay a bill, or somebody in my life got their car repossessed, or somebody in my life lost a loved one, whatever it is, these real world problems, it takes a different toll on me. And I don't know if it's because I'm walking in a space where I'm trying to create for the future, and I'm trying to better people's lives around me, and right now I just can't control all that financially. It's really worried me, and I don't want to put the emphasis on money, but that's a big part of it. I mean, it costs to live, and all of my expenses have been covered. I haven't gone without. Things happen that may take a little bit of time to fix. Like I told you guys in one of the videos, I got several lights on in my car, and it may take a little bit of time to get them fixed, but the car still drives. I used to like to eat out a lot, cut back on that. But my whole point of this video, forget all that. My whole point is I have to find the source of what is causing this over anxiousness, this over anxiety, like this. I'm in literal pain waking up in the morning, and it doesn't subside till about 10 or 11 o'clock. It's funny, as I'm driving to the gym. A lot of things that I don't want to go on in my life are going on. I don't want to make people upset, but what do? I get angry, I get anxious, and when I vent and express myself to people, it comes off like I'm targeting them or I'm intentionally trying to hurt them. And that's not the case at all. It's just I don't have anybody to really talk to, so when I get somebody on the phone, I'm unloading on everything that I've been feeling. And I know that people who don't suffer with things, like if a cancer patient called me, I don't know what they're going through, so I directly can't relate to that. So when I call someone who completely doesn't understand anxiety and depression, I can't expect them to relate to that, because to them, the issues that I'm telling them are like minute compared to what somebody else is really going through. So I just wanted to say sorry, kind of let you know what's going on, kind of don't want people to be misled that I'm this robot and I'm always positive, because I'm not. I'm trying to work on that. I'm trying to be as expressive and as transparent as possible, and I don't have all the answers. Everything that I relate comes from my real life. When I talk about stuff in the gym, those are things that I really deal with. When I talk about finances, those are things that I really deal with. When I talk about mental health and things like that, things I really deal with. And I feel like I am not taking care of myself, not on the health side, but I'm so worried about everyone else, because I feel like a statement was made to me the other day that everyone caters to me. So I feel like since I've heard that, I've lost control of everything. I'm trying to battle that thought of everyone catering to me and then living in real life moments. And it's a hard balance when you have been kind of kicked in the nuts and then you're trying to walk straight up. You know what I'm saying? So it's a part of being a man. It's a part of being strong. It's a part of being who you are. Everything ain't gonna be pretty. Everybody ain't gonna like what you got to say. It's people who don't believe in Jesus. So what do you mean? Why would everybody want to rock with me? So it's getting to a point where I kind of questioned everything, and I know after today I can't do that. Friday, March 9th, I know I can't do that. And I wanted to just apologize to all of you who have supported, who've clicked on these videos and watched these 18-minute long videos, left comments, subscribed when I asked you to subscribe, all that stuff. And just know that we all go through something. So if someone is venting to you, put yourself in their shoes. If someone is, not in a good space mentally, try to figure out what the root of the problem is. Don't kick them while they're down. That's something I'm trying to figure out too. Like, how do I relate to people without judging them, without shutting down on them, without, giving them false hope? You know what I'm saying? And I have a blessed life. I'm not going to lie. I got a wonderful girlfriend, a wonderful mother, healthy daughter, place to live, car to drive, food to eat. I don't go without the necessities of life. Some people don't even know where their next meal is coming from, let alone worried about how their business is booming. So I have to say sorry to you all and sorry to myself, because it's not cool. Yes, anxiety, mild depression play a part in my life, but I can't no longer hide behind that. I have to shake that off and go in a direction that is meant for me. Go in a direction that I can no longer let people down, let myself down. If I gotta say, hey, and I tell you this too, if you doing something like starting a business or in your own business already or starting in the gym, if you have a day where you wake up and it's just like, I'm not feeling it, don't force yourself to do it, because then you're gonna drive yourself crazy. Now, for me, I may say I'm not feeling the gym, and then I get in there and then it's like those are the best workouts. If I say I'm not feeling writing the blog today, I may just jump on and do a video. That way I know I at least got something done, but I wasn't feeling typing for 2 or 3 hours at a time. I wasn't feeling sitting, typing in my notes app and then copy and pasting everything and then sending it. I wasn't feeling all that today. Sometimes I say, you know what? I'm not feeling nothing. I want to just sit down and breathe and regroup and start over tomorrow. That is perfectly fine. Don't let social media, don't let people that your mentors and your coaches tell you that you got to go 365 days, you got to be a robot, because then you'll be in a situation I'm in where you burning it on both ends and you can't figure out to go left or go right. But sometimes you got to sit still. Like, the power of stillness is a real thing, and we all need to know that. And sometimes it's just hard to do that because you're thinking about money, you're thinking about letting people down. Trust me, if a person loves you, they are more apt to say, I'd rather you get yourself together for a day or two, however long whatever that looks like, and come back full steam ahead. That's why sometimes at your job they give you vacation hours, because they know if they keep you here 80 hours a week, your performance is gonna fall off. Same thing in your personal life. If you need to get away from your significant other for a day or two and say, hey, I know we had plans, but if I come around you right now, I'm not going to be the person you need. So you need to back off of that. But don't be consistently like that. Don't get stuck in that spot of breaking, because then it seems like you're giving up. But I do apologize. I'm committing to being the best version of myself that I can for everyone who's jumped on board, watching these videos, sharing these videos, everything. I just got to be real, and I got to be real with you all, that the same way life happens to you is happening to me, and I didn't know how to take it. So I still don't. I'm not perfect, but I'm going to get better, and this is the first step. Have a great weekend. Have a great day. I love you. Respect.